Well, hello and welcome back to Haiti and Storage. I'm Scott, but you already know that. And today, in this amazing, fun-packed, educational, learning, and enjoyable video, we're going to be working in basically rebuilding the jig for the drawer pulls. And I'm sure I'm going to do lots of things because I'm going to do it my way. And there's going to be things that people don't like. Well, tell me all about it in the comments. And while you're down there, hit the like button. So I'm going to switch over and to the first step, which is, oddly enough, cutting, which is almost always the first step, isn't it? I mean, come on now. So to the grinding, not the grinding room, but kind of like grinding booth, grinding area, because we got two places where we do grind. Uh, we got the grinding room with the belt sander, and then of course we got over here with the angle grinders, kind of like a grinding nook or something. Anyway, switching over. And where are we? Right there. All right. Actually, this. And let's see if we can't get to the best bug trail footage we can. What do you say? Now that's gonna be hot as heck, so I'm gonna turn you off and for a second. Be right back. This piece here that we just cut off is going to end up being welded back on here for the so I can't bend it too far. One of the things I thought was wrong needs to be fixed. And at the moment, my pen right here. Need to do mark because what I'm going to do is put a small stop down here at the bottom so that I can just put it in the vise, hit that stop, and bend it over, and then and another one's going to go here, which is going to be top 3/4 of an inch right about there, and that will be to so I can also use this stop here for holding it for twists, or using it for this to hold it for twists. And those are the two. And I can't think of any other positions I would need. But I'm going to leave a spot here, so in case I need to do something long, then poof, bend, and then twist or twist depending on how it goes. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and cut some pieces and move on to the next step, and I'll set up on the welding area. All right, so here we are. All right, so here we are. And this is the marking stage. And we have all the pieces cut. We've got this round that was here, cut and cleaned. And we have these three pieces. Okay, let's see if this works better. This piece of round that was here, and these three pieces of 1/4 inch square. This one's about, give or take, somewhere between 3/4 and 7/8. This one's somewhere between an inch and an eighth, inch and an eighth, and this is somewhere around, give or take, inch and 3/4. I know I'm giving you some exact numbers here, so that's just the way life is sometimes. So as far as markings go, I'm going to set these over here so I don't lose them, because I've been having issues with that. This one is pretty much self-explanatory. It'll sit here. It'll sit on this side. It'll just basically sit here. When you want to go to put and mount it, I'll just weld that up. It doesn't actually need any lines. So we'll go here. And one of the first lines that I know, and that's going to be one of the easiest, and it's this piece, which will sit over here. And because my sides aren't square, I got to take my squares from the top and the bottom, and not the sides. Okay, and so that means that piece is going to sit just like that when we get mounting. Okay, next, for the ones that I don't have an exact number on, that is this one. And it's going to go basically cut And now from that, because this is where when I go to, I'll stick it in to here and then bend it down. And that's this piece, and it'll go there like that. So let's finish doing the markings on it. And yes, when steel falls and hits the top of your foot, it does hurt. Just in case anybody was curious. Now, that is where is it? Anyway, it appears to be 3/8, and I want that to be a 1/2 inch. So I need to move it to 7/8. And that one's going to go okay, so now this goes here. And that means that I have access to this one, that one, Okay, that's what. Oops. That's where those are going to sit. So let's go ahead and see if we can't do something about making this a little more level. So, have a good one, my man.
You had to go to the studio yesterday?
No, I ended up doing other stupid stuff.
You missed your window. It's now raining.
Yep, it is raining. And the weatherman says it's going to drop below zero for the next couple of days.
Yeah, I heard there was snow in western Portland. So, yeah. If you need a warm place,
I know.
hesitate.
Oh, absolutely. You'll be my first call.
Just remember, my phone goes to do not disturb at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So I might not hear you after 9. See you tomorrow. Maybe.
All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the welder set up and get my welding kit going. And we'll weld this up. And then we'll move on. And then I'll go through and I'll walk you through it all. And I'll just because I don't show the welding because I don't want to damage my camera. I'm scared about losing my camera at this point. As soon as I get done with the welding, we'll be right back. Or I'll be right back, and we'll go through it. Just give me a minute. And no, there will not be a SpongeBob meme going 3 hours later. Okay, and now here we go. We're all welded up. I had to go in. All right, here we are. We're all welded up. I don't know if you can tell, but right here I had to go clean it up. So the idea here is I have two depths, basically as a stock. The depth here, so that when I clamp it into the vise, I just bend it over. And then this one's for a ½ inch shorter. Oops. So basically put the bend in here for one and then here for the other. And then once you got the bend, for measure for the twist, right there for one of them. And then for the other twist, height right there. And that's what those blocks, all those blocks are for. Now this over here, so that when you put it in and you bend it over, you get a 90-degree and so that is how that works. And so now that is the end of this one, the behind the scenes of drawer pull to the next handle. We're going to get back to it, and I'm going to reset up, and we'll get you back to your regularly scheduled program, which you've already watched. Anyway, this whole time causality thing is really strange. Anyway, I will see you at the vise, because we're going to bend the rest of this size. And then we have a treat for you after that, so stay tuned. Be right back. Well, no, see you next episode, which I don't know which one it is. But you want to know remember, hit the subscribe and like button, or subscribe and notify button so you get those reminders. And yeah, this whole out of order thing, it's kind of a nuisance. But, so, by the time you all see this, you'll have known something I don't at this point. Haha, temporal causality. It's a pain. Anyway, see you next show. Talk to you then. Bye.